Mrs. Johnson is 74, living in Florida. She used to love walking every morning, but lately her legs felt weak, heavy, and sometimes cramped so badly at night that she couldn't sleep. She thought it was just aging, something she had to accept. But what if I told you her nightly struggle wasn't simply age, but something far more preventable hidden right inside her fruit basket? Weak legs, night cramps, or the heavy feeling in your calves are not just normal signs of getting older. In fact, research shows that over 60% of adults over 65 experience muscle cramps or leg weakness regularly, and many of them could ease it just by choosing the right fruits. That's why this video is so important. We're going to uncover everyday fruits that can bring strength back to your legs, help circulation, and reduce painful cramps. Now, let me ask you, have you ever felt your legs give out on you when you needed them most? Type 1 in the comments if that has happened, or type 2 if you've never experienced it. I want to hear your stories because here at Health After 60, we read and reply to every single comment. And before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That way, you'll never miss a simple science-backed tip that can help keep your body stronger and healthier every day. Have you ever heard someone say that jackfruit is only good for its sweet taste? The truth is this tropical fruit hides an impressive secret that can make your legs feel lighter and stronger. Jackfruit is naturally rich in potassium, a mineral that helps balance electrolytes and keep your muscles from contracting too tightly. Senior health tips. Scientists at Harvard have noted that diets high in potassium can cut the risk of muscle cramps and weakness by up to 40% in older adults. That's why jackfruit is more than just a snack. It's a kind of natural muscle protector. Let me share a story. Robert, a 68-year-old retired bus driver from Texas, struggled with sudden cramps in his calves whenever he walked too far. At night, he often woke up to painful spasms that forced him out of bed. He thought it was poor circulation, but his doctor explained his potassium levels were lower than normal. Instead of relying only on supplements, Robert began adding jackfruit into his weekly diet, fresh when in season, frozen or dried when not. Within weeks, he noticed fewer nighttime cramps and more steady energy during his daily walks. His wife joked that he moved with the ease of a man 10 years younger. Another benefit of jackfruit is its vitamin B6 content. This vitamin supports the communication between nerves and muscles, so your legs don't feel numb or weak. A study from the National Institutes of Health confirmed that seniors with higher B6 intake reported stronger coordination and fewer tingling sensations in their feet. Combine that with jackfruit's high fiber, which improves blood flow and keeps energy levels steady, and you've got fruit that works on multiple levels to support your legs. So, how can you use jackfruit in your daily routine? If you live in a place where fresh jackfruit isn't common, try buying it frozen or canned in water, not syrup. You can blend it into smoothies, toss it in a fruit salad, or even bake it lightly as a side dish. The key is consistency. Adding this fruit a few times a week can slowly rebuild the strength and stability in your legs. And here's a little promise. If jackfruit can bring relief to Robert, imagine what it could do for you. But before we move on, get ready because the next fruit might surprise you even more. It's something small, sweet, and packed with a twist most people don't know about. When most people think about plums, they picture a summer snack that's juicy and sweet. But very few realize how powerful these little purple fruits can be for keeping your legs strong and free from cramps. Plums are loaded with potassium just like jackfruit, but what makes them stand out is how quickly that potassium works to regulate muscle contractions. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic have found that adequate potassium intake can reduce nighttime cramping episodes in seniors by as much as 35%, especially when combined with proper hydration. Let me tell you about Janet, a 71-year-old grandmother from Ohio. She loved gardening, but often had to stopped because her calves tightened painfully after just 30 minutes. She thought it was arthritis, but her doctor explained her blood test showed low potassium. Janet began eating 2 plums every afternoon as a snack instead of cookies or chips. Within a month, she noticed she could garden longer without those sudden cramps. Even better, her doctor was pleased to see her blood pressure readings improve, since potassium-rich fruits like plums also support heart health and circulation. But plums offer more than just potassium. They are rich in polyphenol, powerful antioxidants that protect blood vessels from damage. Healthy vessels mean better blood flow to the legs, preventing that heavy, tired feeling many older adults complain about. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition highlighted that seniors who consume polyphenol-rich fruits regularly had improved circulation and even stronger bone density. That's another hidden benefit of plums. They help your bones stay firm and resilient, lowering the risk of frailty in later years. So, how can you bring plums into your routine? Fresh plums are wonderful when in season, or slice fresh plums into your breakfast cereal. Not only does this satisfy your sweet tooth naturally, it also strengthens your legs in ways you might not notice until one day you realize. You can walk farther, climb stairs easier, and sleep without those painful cramps. And here's where it gets even more exciting. Plums may sound impressive, but the next fruit on our list does something unexpected. It doesn't just fight cramps. It actually helps your legs feel lighter, especially when the summer heat makes every step feel heavy. When the summer heat sets in, many older adults notice their legs feeling heavier, weaker, or even cramping more often. One overlooked reason, dehydration. Orange flesh melon is made of nearly 90% water, making it a natural way to keep your body hydrated while also nourishing your muscles. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, dehydration is one of the leading causes of muscle cramps among seniors, especially during hot weather or after light physical activity. Take George, a 73-year-old retired mechanic in Arizona. He loved to take short evening walks, but during the summer, he often felt his legs dragging almost as if they weighed 100 pounds each. Sometimes his calves cramped so badly he had to sit on the curb until the pain eased. His daughter encouraged him to add more hydrating fruits to his diet. George started eating a bowl of chilled cantaloupe every afternoon. Within weeks, he noticed fewer cramps, more energy in the evenings, and even better sleep because his legs no longer woke him up at night. But hydration is only part of the story. Cantaloupe is also a good source of potassium, helping muscles contract and relax smoothly, and vitamin A, which protects muscle tissue from damage caused by oxidative stress. In fact, a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets rich in carotenoids, like those in orange melons, were linked to reduce muscle weakness in older adults. That means cantaloupe doesn't just refresh you, it actively helps maintain the strength of your legs. So, how can you add cantaloupe to your routine? Slice it into cubes and keep them in the fridge for a quick cooling snack. Blend it into a smoothie with a little yogurt for an energizing breakfast, or simply enjoy it fresh after a walk to replace the fluids and electrolytes you've lost. Many people also like combining cantaloupe with berries or mint for a refreshing summer salad. The natural sweetness makes it a perfect replacement for sugary desserts, helping you stay healthy while still satisfying cravings. Think of cantaloupe as more than just a sweet fruit. It's like a gentle support system for your legs, especially when heat or exercise makes them feel heavy. And if you're impressed by what cantaloupe can do, wait until you hear about the next one. It's not even a solid fruit at all, but a natural drink that many athletes and older adults swear by for instant recovery. If you've ever watched athletes after a long run, you might notice they often reach for a sports drink. But did you know there's a natural alternative that works just as well? And sometimes even better. Coconut water is often called nature's electrolyte drink. It's packed with potassium, magnesium, and sodium, the exact minerals your body needs to restore balance after sweating or losing fluids. According to a clinical study published in the Journal of Physiological Anthropology, coconut water rehydrated participants just as effectively as a commercial sports drink, but without the added sugars or artificial ingredients. The secret lies in its potassium content, which is often higher than that of banana. Potassium works hand in hand with magnesium to regulate muscle contractions, while sodium helps replace what's lost through sweat. This trio ensures your muscles relax properly instead of locking up into painful spasms. A review from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition emphasized that electrolyte imbalance is one of the leading yet preventable triggers of muscle weakness and cramps in older adults. Coconut water helps close that gap naturally. So, how can you use coconut water in daily life? You don't need to drink it by the liter. Just 1 cup after a walk, gardening session, or light exercise can help. Many people enjoy mixing coconut water with a splash of fresh fruit juice for added flavor, while others freeze it into ice cubes to use in smoothies. It's also a refreshing choice on hot days when dehydration and salt loss make your legs feel heavy. Think of coconut water as a gentle but powerful helper. It's not just about quenching thirst. It's about giving your muscles the minerals they need to stay steady and strong. And before we move on, let me ask, have you ever tried coconut water after exercise and felt the difference? Type 1 in the comments if you have, or 2 if you haven't yet. And don't forget to subscribe to Health After 60 so you won't miss the next simple but powerful tip. And while coconut water can work wonders, the next fruit on our list brings something equally impressive. With its creamy texture and healthy fats, it doesn't just prevent cramps. It actually improves blood circulation to your legs. When you think about avocados, you might picture guacamole at a summer picnic. But this creamy green fruit offers far more than flavor. It's a powerhouse for muscle health and circulation. Avocados are rich in both potassium and magnesium, the perfect duo for preventing nighttime cramps and keeping muscles contracting smoothly. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, diets higher in magnesium are strongly associated with fewer leg cramps among older adults, especially during sleep. Take Linda, a 69-year-old from New Mexico. She loved line dancing at her community center, but often had to sit out halfway through because her calves tightened painfully. Her doctor explained that low magnesium and poor circulation were part of the problem. Instead of relying only on supplements, Linda started adding half an avocado to her breakfast 3 times a week. Within a month, she noticed her legs didn't lock up during dance practice, and she even joined a longer session without discomfort. She felt stronger, more confident, and happier being active again with her friends. When you think about avocados, you might picture guacamole at a summer picnic, but this creamy green fruit offers far more than flavor. It's a powerhouse for muscle health and circulation. Avocados are rich in both potassium and magnesium, the perfect duo for preventing nighttime cramps and keeping muscles contracting smoothly. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, diets higher in magnesium are strongly associated with fewer leg cramps among older adults, especially during sleep. Avocados also contribute to muscle preservation as we age. Sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, affects nearly 1 in 3 people over 60. The combination of potassium, magnesium, and heart-healthy fats in avocados can help slow this process, making it easier to stay active and independent. So, how can you add avocados into your day without getting bored? Spread mashed avocado on whole grain toast for a filling breakfast. Slice it into a salad for lunch, or blend it into a smoothie for a creamy texture without dairy. Some people even enjoy it simply, with a sprinkle of salt and pepper. The key is regularity. Eating avocado a few times a week can make a visible difference in your leg strength and comfort. And since we're talking about classic, widely loved fruits, the next one is a familiar favorite. It's often called the anti-cramp fruit, and chances are you already have it sitting in your kitchen. If there's one fruit most people already connect with muscle health, it's the banana, sometimes called the anti-cramp fruit. Bananas are one of the easiest and most effective ways to keep your legs strong and free of painful spasms. Their high potassium content helps muscles contract and relax properly, preventing the sudden lockups that so often strike at night or during activity. According to the U Department of Agriculture, a single, medium banana provides about 10% of the daily potassium needs, making it one of the most convenient sources of this vital mineral. Consider Frank, a 72-year-old retired firefighter from Michigan. He enjoyed fishing at the lake, but often had to cut trips short because standing on the dock left his calves cramping. His doctor suggested a simple change: eat a banana before heading out. Frank followed that advice, and to his surprise, the cramps grew less frequent. Within weeks, he could stay longer on his feet, enjoy his hobby again, and even joke that bananas had given him his second career as a fisherman. But bananas do more than just replenish potassium. They also contain vitamin B6, which supports nerve to muscle communication, helping reduce tingling or numbness in the legs. In addition, bananas offer easily digestible carbohydrates, which provide quick energy for muscles. Senior health. That's why athletes often eat them before or after exercise. And seniors can benefit in the same way, especially fatigue and leg heaviness are daily struggles. Bananas are also naturally low in sodium, which makes them a safe, heart-friendly choice for those watching their blood pressure, while still delivering the nutrients muscles crave. Bananas are also highly versatile. You can slice them into your morning cereal, blend them into smoothies, or simply eat them as an afternoon snack. For those with a sweet tooth, freezing banana slices and blending them creates a creamy ice, cream-like treat without the sugar overload. Regularly including bananas in your diet not only restores electrolyte balance, but also supports long-term leg strength. So, the next time you feel your legs tighten or grow tired too, quickly remember that something as simple as a banana can make a real difference. And while bananas round out today's list of powerful fruits, the bigger picture is even more important, because staying strong and active in older age isn't about one single food. It's about the habits you build every day. Keep that in mind, because the choices you make at the table today will shape the strength you carry into tomorrow. While most conversations about nutrients focus on vitamins and minerals, calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, there's an equally powerful group of non-vitamin, non-mineral compounds that directly support leg strength, structure, and function.